I had seen a porcelain Phillips 66 sign that I fell in love with about 10 years ago, but it was over in the village of Boquillas, Mexico. Boquillas is an isolated village just across the border from Texas. In fact, just across the border from Big Bend National Park.
Buenos dias.
The only way to get to Boquillas is in a boat you hire for a few bucks, and the guy comes over. The Rio Grande is at an all-time low right now, so basically you could walk over. I just didn't want to have wet shoes all day.
Is that Jaime? Buenos dias.
Jaime is waiting for me on the other side of the river, and he'll be the one that will take me into the village, because the village is about 3/4 of a mile from the river.
Good morning.
Jaime brought his pickup down to the edge of the river, and we started into town. It was good to see him. The funny thing about this sign is I had seen it about 10 years ago and had no idea who owned the sign. And then just happenstance, about 1 year ago, met Jaime when I was with a group of people over there in Boquillas to go on to have lunch, and started asking about this sign. He had no idea what I was talking about.
Sign right there.
Right there. As it turns out, after going to Jaime's house about a year or so ago, I saw the sign.
How long have you had it?
Oh, a lot of years, yeah.
He was the one who had the sign that I had seen so many years ago. And there it was, like I saw it 10 years ago, but as your mind can play tricks on you, it wasn't in quite as good a shape as I remember it being. In fact, I'm sure a lot of people would have just driven by it and not given it a second thought, but I'd come this far. This sign will have good memories for me. So Jaime got his son together, and they took it out of the fence. He was willing to sell it to me, so they took it down, and the closer they got to the pickup truck, the more I realized that this sign had seen its better days. But shoot, I like it. It is porcelain, and why not? Got a sign.
Oh, yeah?
Also, actually, I want that one too.
Oh, yeah, okay.
After we loaded up the sign, I told Jaime I'd buy him lunch. He wanted me to stop off at this bar first, and told me about this Carta Blanca sign. And he said the guy would definitely sell it to me. So they pulled a couple of nails out and ended up buying that sign as well. Is that old?
Real old. Very old.
But shoot, if he's wanting to get rid of it, I'll take it. It's not porcelain, but it was a nice little charming sign. But I got the Phillips 66 sign loaded. During that short boat ride back to the United States, I couldn't help but think that sign has definitely seen its better days. Was it worth the trip? Absolutely. The sign is sort of like the landscape down there. It's rugged, it's cracked, it's broken, it's dry, and it's dusty. But I love this sign no matter what shape it's in. And I think it'll actually clean up nicely, or relatively nicely.